over here! The Freestar Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left. Back behind the house, there's some canyons. They went that way. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to find them. Boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find more.
Are you certain that traveling into these canyons is wise? The route looks treacherous. Hope you've calibrated that thing.
Good eye, deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
You better check your ammunition supply. It's clear that we're not the only things roaming these canyons.
Watch it! Grab some cover!
Everything useful from that thing.
Let's just hope they're not perched up on these canyon walls. You're a natural tracker. You smell that? I'd bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close. Be ready.
You mean that whole thing was just... We're gonna have some fun.
Well now, look who's here. Ms. Wagner called in the cavalry. Except it ain't much of a cavalry. I suggest you turn around and walk away while you still can.
Normally, I'd suggest you choose your words carefully so we could avoid bloodshed. But something tells me that isn't going to be possible.
Is that so? Well, we're mighty comfortable right where we are. What's more, we've got numbers. Seems to me you're playing with a weak hand. So, got any last words I should try to remember? If you think I give a damn about the Freestar Rangers, then you've got no idea who you're dealing with. Matter of fact, that just makes it even more fun. Air 'em out, boys! We've been found out! Don't let them leave here alive! Teach her a lesson!
Searching them, make it quick.
Damn, that was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk. Are you okay? Really? Guess you've led a pretty exciting life. Maybe the less I know about that, the better. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find something that explains what these guys were up to. Likewise. Find anything interesting? Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
What's the news? What happened? Did you find those men? Well, it's good to see you're all right then. They must have been crazy or desperate, trying to take on the Freestar Rangers. So who were they? And why do they want my farm? Hope Tech? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. So I have no way of knowing if there aren't more coming. Guess I'll start sleeping with a gun nearby. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long. Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you have any more trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
The services tech seem to hot up at the front.
Saw what you did at Galbank. That was really something.
I can patch you up, or if you need... Okay, let's see how bad it is. Good news is I've seen worse. Bad news is not many. Hold still now. I can treat you, but it ain't gonna be pleasant. Hope you're ready. All right, you're good to go. Stay safe. I mean it.
Hey, Deputy. New deputy, huh? Honor to have you.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. For the time being, yes, but you could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? That sound familiar at all?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. No, it doesn't. Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montera Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Nicely done. Be safe out there.
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels, or the cantina.
Jetpack damaged or something? Let's be certain to stock up on some extra ammunition before we explore the wilderness around the city.
That's what Mr. Tate is working on. We'll have to move out when construction begins.
I don't like those hooligans in there after hours.
I mean, some of that work was even pretty good. Almost
You
hated
did a
to
good
leave.
job. You'd have no idea it was a mess yesterday. Well, just keep an eye on it. If the water filtration gets well,
It's just
at
kids
least
being
my bet is
kids.
whoever took the water equipment was from the stretch.
I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns?
Next time, our friend.
Yeah?
There's a lot
What?
of heat from work. Sorry, I do jumps with the tree. I'm not sure if there's always something double rate. Listen, I'm not used to anyone if I'm, you know, triple. All right. Make it happen.
I really don't understand why Weston can't rein in his brother a little. How much are we going to lose on this brewing nonsense? If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere, either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Dear me, no, Weston's a fine man. If anything, that's why I want more from him. He could do even greater things, if only he could see that. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. That's for sure. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on Intelliwheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions. Exactly. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. My husband put his foot down and hasn't risked our core business on this. If Henry loses money here, it'll only be from his pet project. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this.
Not want to go outside the city walls.
You really going through with it? I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be...
Experiencing high grav feels exactly like walking through maple syrup.
Please stay, as we are united in a great fellowship, you and I. I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength. There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own. Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship. The house is always open for quiet reflection. Come back anytime.
The Trade Authority looks... Do you have business with the Trade Authority?
Got it.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan's office. Shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Hang out if you want. Not quite opening day, but close. Yeah, that's right. Been scraping together the money for months now. I got some help from my girl Alejandra too, but not as much as everyone's saying. I swear half the people in the city think I'm freeloading off her, which really burns me up, you know? Anyway, that's probably more than you wanted to hear. Let me know if there's anything else you need, yeah? Don't be a stranger.
Excuse me, is your ship in need of a doctor? Or a botanist? I might be able to help. Really? That's great! I'm looking forward to the adventure. I've never left Aquila City before. Oh, thank you. I'll work hard, I promise. I need to gather some supplies before we leave, and say goodbye to my parents. See you later, Captain. Thanks again.
Hello there. It's been a long time since I saw a new face at the hitching post. Did you just come from the spaceport? Aye, Captain. I am not surprised. You have the look of a starfarer. Do you employ a crew? I'd be happy to offer you my services as a mechanic. I have experience working on traveling ships. I understand. If you change your mind, I'd be happy to join you at any time.
I'm proud to say this is Aquila City's newest establishment.
I know your type. A freewheeling space. Must be nice.
problem.
Arboron and Tayo are owned by Reed. So yeah, you're supporting them anyway. Well, that's something. Don't get me wrong. It's not a sin or anything to buy them.
My brother-in-law just got back from 2 weeks in Paradiso. The place looked amazing, but if I have to look at one...
We just keep running into each other, don't we? So weird how that keeps happening. Oh, and here, I got you this. Of course, I'm an open book. Read me, write me, listen to me on your preferred electronic device. It's all fine. Well, for one, your triumph on Vectera was all over the news. But I believe that's only the beginning. The first chapter in a 437-book anthology documenting your greatness. It's only a matter of time before they start writing it. I'll be counting the seconds until they do. 1001, 1002... Until next time, there will be a next time. Won't there?
How can I help you?
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there. You meet all sorts. Aquila's one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
The Jansen family immigrated here from the UC. Then having it. You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.
Instead, they found more than they bargained for. A heated battle.
I'm just thankful to be alive after that robbery. We've been given as much charity as I can stomach. Without the Low House, I mean, there's something, but it's a hell of a thing to ask. As dark as things are, there are so many good people out there. Simone, my wife, has got a cousin, Milena Exelrod. Truthfully, I never much cared for Milena. But she runs freight, and I know her routes sometimes take her this way. Milena is family. Might be she'd do something for her kin. I'm looking for a job, and I'll do anything. Well, anything legal. Milena's United Colonies, like us, and I know she's got problems of her own with Aquila City. You are an answer to our prayers. Milena called Simone yesterday. I'm pretty sure she's still in the system. Just giving me any hope. It's a lot.
If someone calls me a used... Dad keeps saying he's sorry all the time. It's weird.
I was so scared. I hope that never happens again.
Sorry, can't talk.
that order with Shepard?
Yes, miss.
What?
You're a damn sight.
You want to stop here for a drink? I can assure you there are much nicer and safer establishments in Midtown or the Core.
Hey, stranger. I think your ship's missing something. Me? I'm the best survivalist around, and I'm looking for work. Your loss.
It really means a lot. You giving me this chance. Thank you for that.
Well, you've proved your worth, so I might even let you stick around a little while. As long as you don't go
Not a chance.
Go easy on Coma, okay?
How's that saying go?
Because he's usually spaced out.
Use your friends
But I think deep
wisely.
inside, I am one of those who needs a lot of money or possessions to feel good about my life. Great, I guess. Coma's riding high. As in on drugs. I was trying to put it politely. I mean, I get it. We're in the slums. It's not the first time I've seen that. But with him, it's pretty much every minute he isn't working in the fields. His whole life is just work. Get high and sleep. Tried it already. He won't talk about it. In fact, it just makes him hit the stuff that much harder. The best I can hope for now is that he'll find some way to pull himself out of it. Guess that's just life in the slums. You either survive it or you don't. Hope you have a good day.
It's about time. Come on, sleepyhead.
This is Police Ranger Nick. What is here? System's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help. This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. You're good to go. All clear to land at Hopetown.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship.
Yeah, well, if you want to keep that badge, then don't get any ideas. This old girl and I have been through a lot together. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. Thanks. I owe you one.
We're happy to help.
Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Time to get the ship moving.
contraband. All right, that's it. Welcome to Hopetown.
While we're here, we should swing by Hope Tech Star Yard and see if they have anything interesting for sale.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
It's great to see you. How is Mom?
Keep an eye on your valuables.
Hello.
Excuse me. A little desperate here.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic and perhaps a bit of a dreamer.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust? Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man.
Nothing good ever.
Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect. All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Burchett. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Ah, damn good to see you here. I think we're done here, Burchett.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better. That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. Then, I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Perhaps I expected too much. You are just a deputy, after all. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen. No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm sure the burden of responsibility for your workers is an inconvenience, Mr. Hope. But the deputy has responsibilities as well.
Despite what you think, I have great respect for the badge and the difficult choices that come with it. But my primary concern is for the welfare of my people. A ranger's first duty is to protect the people of the Free Star Collective. If your carelessness costs my workers their livelihoods, then you've utterly failed in that duty. I hope you understand that, Deputy.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Deputy. It sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Standard with extra cargo.
Are you sure?
I changed the order one time after construction begins.
Okay, let's talk about next steps. That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Not completely. You've still got a lead worth following. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech. If you'll excuse me, I am on duty.
Those jackasses on Line A are gonna be the... You missed the tour? Yeah, this is... Listen, I ain't exactly customer face. You do? Well, So here is... This here is a sausage factory. You don't even... But you'll appreciate the end. If you want to ask questions, make it quick. Polvo was just some nowhere dead end. Let's build sturdy, dependable ships. No, just a ship that flies right and will get you where you need. Ron Hope's a god. This ain't no highfalutin New Atlantis desk job where everyone gets their F. This is Polvo. If you think this is tough, you try farming in the tundra. Every rivet, every piece of plating goes through. If you've got a Hope Tech ship, it means I've... Yeah, bye already.
Yes, what?
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Hard to get better prices for a hauler.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Yes? What? Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
This can't be happening. All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God. I'm just great. Grand, really. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. Just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face? You get it then. So I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment, slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. It gets even worse. A tracker just landed, and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker? You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Payday is always a good day.
I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink. Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markab? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. Two ways this can go. You know the drill. Bounty says you made off with a haul of medical supplies, meant for orphans, or something. I get a bonus if I turn the shipment in sight unseen. I figure they're in the Markab. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what. Maybe. Maybe not. The bounty is awfully large for what they're saying. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am. Suit yourself. But you may want to re-up your life insurance policy. One more drink and it's liftoff.
If you need anything, just ask for me. Sal. Looks like another newcomer. Welcome to the pit stop. We have a little bit of everything. What, brings you to Hopetown? Well, I heard there's someone at the Best Defense looking for someone. No idea what it's about. I think his name is Suds. Suds? Yeah, you can't miss him. Word of warning, it can get a little rowdy here. Keep your gun holstered and there won't be any problems. Well, you just became my favorite customer. You need anything? We got more than booze here. There was a deep hauler, said she picked up some sort of distress call in the Charybdis system. Responding to distress calls can be quite lucrative if your ship can handle itself. No, it's been pretty boring around here. You're always welcome here.
As vital as spaceships are to the settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the Trade Authority. If I am not mistaken, you are new here. I hope you find Hopetown as full of opportunity as the Trade Authority does. A marvelous place, truly laissez-faire. If you have any difficult cargo to unload, I'm happy to oblige. It is true that the Trade Authority is just terrible at inspecting cargo manifests. We really plan on getting better about that one day. So, do you need anything?
Why did I feel sick. I feel like I can finally breathe again. Thank you. You think? I mean, of course they will. Oh, God. I don't mean to be ungrateful and all, but I really, really need to go. Thank you.
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
It's a tough town. Local security handles most problems here. I only get involved when it's something big. Bye.
Okay, hello.
Hello. You here for commerce? Or another bored tourist? Some rules. If there's one place there's some law and order in this town, it's here. Don't even think about stealing anything. No haggling. The price is the price. And might be some other rules. Don't be an ass. Then we won't have any problems. If you need weapons, the Best Defense is the only place in town. You may be thinking this place is a dump, but the hardware isn't. Lots of customers pass through. We got something for everyone. There ain't any handouts here. You need to protect what's yours. But if you do, you can be your own person. I'll take that over being a corporate drone any day of the week. You won't find any better in town.
Excuse me.
isn't the same as the real thing. We're here. You might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform. It's a long way down. See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning. Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credits profits directly from your pocket.
Don't move, Nesha!
What's this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply to the nearest.
Need something? Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Yeah? Well, then let me spell it out for you. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price. So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on. If you find anything else, make sure you bring it to me.
Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. You're not listening. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
Law enforcement isn't exactly welcome in Neon, but that shouldn't deter you from your duty.
Rookies.
I'm proud of you. Without duty and honor, you'd have nothing left.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free. Come on.
Things for you.
That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. You learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank, I need to impress that upon you. Because the fact that you think justice is absolute concerns me, Deputy. It's never that simple. Justice can mean different things to different people, and laws can be interpreted and debated. The Ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people. Hey, Billy. Got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Gave me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? Right out of the factory? Damn, that's pretty impressive. Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. Know what I mean?
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that he's asking for something in return.
Whoa, relax. No need to get rough here. Truth is, I'm scared enough as it is.
Hey, take it easy. This isn't the way to get what we want.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
That's terrible. You shouldn't be responsible for your brother's debts.
Yeah? Well, tell that to Goodman, because he doesn't seem to care. He just wants his money. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
I'm worried about the food they're eating.
Oh, it smells horrible down here. Oh, how can these workers stand the smell of rotten fish and goodness knows what else?
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Do you now? Not happening. Come on, don't be that way. Yeah, I hope so. You go in, talk to the man, and then you come right back out. Try anything stupid, and it's your funeral. Yeah, this will get you in.
A new customer, perhaps? Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? A little light on credits, are you? Oh, it's just a modest enterprise, really. You could call me an importer and exporter. Inherited the trade from my daddy. But I'm sure you ain't here about my business. It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. thank you all the same for your concern.
What an absolute imbecile. He's clearly mocking us.
Now that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collection from family on the event of his passing. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it, but make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway? If you think I'm afraid of some loudmouth deputy, you've got a lot to learn. Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it. Well, that ain't wrong. I suppose I could make an exception. It's just this once, you understand. Just promise me you'll keep my compassionate nature a secret. Folks might try to take advantage.
You better watch it. What? Got a problem?
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later. Fishing for a handout, eh? Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
Don't expect a warm welcome.
Did you talk to Goodman? Yeah, I figured he wouldn't want to make an enemy of the Freestar Rangers. Glad the badge still means something around here.
The Syndicate doesn't worry all that much about the Rangers. I think our new deputy here is just a real smooth talker.
Okay, time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
Oh, great. Just who I don't want to see. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something?
Still cheaper than buying it at...
Now that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. A time or two, maybe more. And yet here I am, walking free. That remains to be seen. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? So I stole a ship. Nobody got hurt. I didn't even keep the damn thing. It was a contract. I was hired to get it for some men. Don't even know where it is now. It was just a job. Hey, all I did was provide them with transportation. They didn't say anything about where they were going or why. Look, I wouldn't have got involved if I thought anyone would be hurt. I've got no love for violence.
Not asking questions is just as bad as giving consent. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. It's not that simple. I'd like to think so. I'd like to tell you. Believe me. I guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here, take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you, he's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money. I'm sure he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it. Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Oh. You're welcome. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
Love the vibe in this city.
I've got nothing else for you.
Astral Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's at.
No customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already.
I can personally vouch for my colleague here and make sure that she behaves.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? You want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame Sauvage. That's how things work in my place. We'll see you again soon, yes?
What are you looking at? This? This is Epside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? Yeah, back in the day, you would never. Ugh. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us. Yeah, catch you later.
Hey, I'm busy. You want the good stuff? Try somewhere else. The Strikers are upstairs, so you better be
I wasn't doing anything.
Whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. Hey, it's your ass, not mine on the line. Whole area's gone to hell. Us crate rats used to think the Epside Strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Well, you'll find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Yeah, what? Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Cute, but let's quit joking and get down to business. You either walked into the TA... So, instead of... Hey, I never said stole. You used that word, not me. Look, let's stop playing games. Always happy to... You done here? Time to move on.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? I need a cup of tea before my next meeting.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogen Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
Oh, I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this, instead of exploring the stars on the bridge of a spacecraft.
A gala at the New Atlantis Free Star Embassy. That'd be a good way to gather intel.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
When they ask for your greatest strength, tell them you lack empathy for your clients.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? It's good to see you're familiar with and appreciate our work here. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? Including this job? The art of the deal can go a long way here. If what you say is true, you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? Full disclosure, it's all about making deals with the right people around here. You put those skills of yours to good use and choose the right sides, you probably won't be running the place, but you'll be right next to the one who does. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.